guys, welcome to another episode of Conversations with Karen and Maya. I'm Maya.
And I'm Karen.
And today, what is our video called?
Our video is All the Vibes. And we'll be discussing music, all things music. This video will be about all things music. In future videos, we'll probably get more specific, but this one, we're just giving you an overview of the music genres that we enjoy. Not the most, but that we enjoy. And then in subsequent videos, you'll see us like delve into particular musicians and artists and share our, likes and joys of those particular people. But also some housekeeping. Please make sure to join us on November 12th. 11th. We're going to be interviewing the Hubster for Veterans Day. We're going to have us ask us anything.
Wait, you don't know which day is Veterans Day?
It's on the weekend.
Oh.
It's the 11th, isn't it? Excuse me, production?
Yeah.
Production doesn't remember either.
Production? You don't remember what
Yes.
Okay, production says Veterans Day is on the 11th of November. So join us on that day. And we will be interviewing, we'll be doing a Ask Us Anything.
It's November 11th. It's Google.
So it says Google?
Google says it's November 11th.
Google says it's November 11th. So be sure to tune in for that. We're doing a Ask Us Anything, and I'll be joined here with the Hubster, and Maya will be behind the camera on that day. She will be production. And if you have any questions for the Hubster and myself for that day, please check the community tab. There is a post there and you can ask whatever question you like. Ask us truly anything. So far we've got some really good questions. So I hope to be adding to that. So look out for that.
So it will be a long video.
Will it be long? It just depends.
The same size as these.
Well, so what we're going to do is we're going to ask Maya to ask us some questions too. So she'll not only be production, but she will be
the interviewer?
Yeah, you'll be the interviewer.
The unseen one from behind the camera.
Yes, the unseen production behind the camera.
I prefer the term interviewer over production.
Okay, and also she'll be asking questions of her own, I guess. So that should be really fun. So we hope that you would join us for that. So let's get into it. So I thought this would be a great topic simply because Maya and I really separately, we enjoy music, period. I grew up on all genres of music. My parents are from New Orleans, otherwise known as Nolans. Okay, thank you. Period. Anyway, every morning there was music playing in our house. No joke. Every morning there was music playing, especially on the weekends, like before church, stuff like that. On the weekends before church, when you're getting ready, the house was filled with gospel music. And then on the day we were cleaning, like you woke up to music like Luther Vandross, whatever I guess my mom was in the mood for, that's what was playing. And you knew it was time to get up and clean up. You could smell laundry detergent and hear music, but music just became a part of our lives. And my parents had no real genre that they turned to. Most of the time they listened to R&B, country, classical, gospel. Back then it was like soft rock. You had indie, all sorts of stuff. Whatever was new coming out, we listened to that. Maya, what do you feel about that? Like, what genres are you interested in?
Instead of answering that, I'll answer what I grew up listening to. I can't really give it genres, but my sisters can attest to that we grew up listening to a lot of Anita Baker when we woke up in the morning.
How dare you?
And on Sundays especially, to the
Throw
point
me under
where
the bus.
I love Anita Baker. I do. So if she ever watches this video, I love
Hi, Anita Baker.
But I know every lyric of every one of your songs.
What are you
I
saying?
Sing it because she played it that often. Biggest fan here.
I am the biggest Anita Baker fan.
We also grew up listening to one song by Tevin Campbell.
That is not true.
We listened to Here Comes the Hot Stepper. We listened to all those when we woke up in the morning. Return of the Mac. I Rock Rough and Stuff. And so Mom made sure that I don't remember what it's called. That era of music is
90s.
Still very much alive.
The late 80s, 90s.
Very
music.
much alive to us.
Well, okay. So if we're going to go,
we also grew up with the gospel. That happened too, but it usually was like later in the day when she was cleaning and stuff. And I know all of those lyrics too.
What are you saying? How dare you? How dare you? Throw me under the bus. I was trying to pretend like I wasn't your mom for a second so that you could be free but now I see how it's going.
What I listening to that is not the genre that you were saying. That was the answer because you were saying that your parents grew up listening to this and this. This is what I remember.
Yeah, and so I would have to say my most influential era was the 80s and the 90s. Growing up, I mean, anybody out there, come on, guys, back me up here. I will throw myself under the bus. I will go out on a limb here and say that the best music was 90s and under. There's some 2000 people. There's some people in the 2000s that's good. But for some music like that's mainstay, in the 2000s, hear me out. There's some music from 2000 to now that has not, like, you have to go like at least 40 years to see some songs that withstand the test of time. Come on, somebody out there, back me up. Come on.
You're misrepresenting what my face is trying to say. I don't disagree that the music is different now.
It is different. Some of it, and a lot of it is good. I mean, it's good to listen to.
I let you go. My turn now. They have that saying, it's like they don't make music like that anymore. And for a lot of things, they don't make music like that anymore. Like I pulled up my list. I made this playlist on Spotify, not sponsored by Spotify. And I named it like Masterpiece. And I'm trying to find for instance, Nina Simone, soulful music like that it's not as common for the main hit of the year to be that soulful. Now you do hear it like Jacob Banks, you hear like,
oh my goodness,
soul.
Oh my, that made my hair stand up.
It was more common.
If you have not found Jacob Banks, now Maya introduced me to Jacob Banks. Mm-hmm. Okay, so there's a song, Jacob Banks, he sings.
You don't know what it's called.
I don't know the name. Chain Smoking Your Love. If you have not heard that song, the sound of his voice really, it's just deep and soulful. And so much so that his voice reminds me of an 80s, was it 80s or 90s? There's this guy, he would always rock back and forth when he sang.
I came prepared with names.
There's a guy, and it was he and this woman, and they used to sing, and when he would sing, he would move all over the place. Production, do you remember what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay. No help here. Okay. Anyway.
But can you describe his music so people can, in the comments?
He sounded the same way. Okay, but anyway, if you haven't heard of Jacob Banks, Chain Smoking Your Love, he was also in Creed.
Yes.
You can hear his songs.
His is in You Might Find Me. That's one of the songs on the soundtrack. And then Running with Ludwig. I don't know his.
Oh, I'm not helping you.
I know how to spell his last name. I just don't want to butcher it. But you guys know.
I think Ludwig. I think he was one of the writers on Black Panther soundtracks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you've heard some of the soundtrack of Black Panther, then you've heard Ludwig with unknown last name right now. But
wait, what I'm also saying about.
Production is acting up again.
About that time period, songs were like made with like pain. Like,
what were you gonna say, production? Because you throwing us off.
You link his name.
What's his name?
Link his name. He's saying we
Put
can
his
link
name on the video.
That's his last name right there.
Oh, Ludwig Göransson.
Okay.
Some Göransson.
I didn't want to butcher it. That's why I didn't say
it.
But songs back in the day they were made like with a degree of pain. Like my mom used to play this in the morning, and when I got older, I realized like the song "Unbreak My Heart" by like Toni Braxton, and in one of the songs, her voice hitches as if she's feeling it in that moment. And we don't really make songs like that as often anymore. It's kind of like a rare thing. And when you hear like a songwriter's or a singer's pain, you're like, oh, and then that song becomes a hit. And the reason why they become hits is because they're so rare now. But back in the day, they were like really common for it to be like that soul and that pain, and that's why you were singing.
And I was also going to say this. Huge influence on my life. Music was a huge influence. Also, you go to church, your parents put you in the choir, and you are then singing. You don't mind being in the choir. Well, I didn't mind being in the choir because my friends were up there too in the youth choir. So we sang in the youth choir. Youth choir for me at church led to choir in high school and traveling, being part of the school choir that traveled. So music not only was an outlet, but also, got to meet so many different people and also listen to so many different types of, of music, and travel around and be influenced by music. And so when I would come home from like music trips or whatnot, I would share with my mom what I had heard. And, sometimes she would shock me, like, being an adult and having my children introduce their grandmother to music was hilarious. Remember that time she came to visit, and one of the girls wanted her to hear this song.
We were really ecstatic to show grandma songs, and mom was like, no, don't do that. She might not like that song.
She might not like that song.
And
but I remember exactly what it was. It was by
Imagine Dragons.
It was by Imagine Dragons.
It was Friction.
Yeah, it was Friction. It was Friction because I was driving the car and they decided to play it. And I'm sorry, if you've never heard Friction by Imagine Dragons, do not listen to it while you're driving.
Because it makes you feel like you are in the action movie. It was in one of the Mission Impossible movies. Yeah. So like that is what it was used for. The music itself will have you speeding up. Like literally driving recklessly. But we play it because we thought it was like kind of funny because it does make you feel like an action movie. But when grandma heard it, we thought she was going to be like, turn that up. And she said, turn it up.
Like the whole car was shaking.
And then we started playing all the songs.
And she was like, ooh, yeah. She was like, write that down. Send it to me. I want that music. I was like, Mom!
Mom was stunned most of all because she was like, she won't like that. Don't play that.
No, but see, okay, so growing up, I remember sharing with my mom. I started, like I said, I was in the choir. So I was introduced to... what's that? Welcome to the Jungle. We got fun and games. Guns N' Roses. And
but that's not the name of that song.
Welcome to the Jungle.
That's the name of the artist. But
no, Welcome to the Jungle.
Yeah, that is
the name of the song. Guns N' Roses. Am I wrong? Y'all correct me.
You're right. But you listed the entire lyric as if
I'm right. Okay. Production said right.
Oh, so production matters.
No, I'm just saying, like, But yeah, so I came home and I said, Mom, you gotta hear this song. I was like, I don't think you're gonna like it. put it on for her. She turned it up. And, and for a while there, for at least a month, I would hear that song in the morning. I would hear that song in the morning. It was like, I should have never showed my mom that song, for real. So I wasn't sure she was going to like Imagine Dragons because it came, it was so far. And she was older then, so I didn't know, but she was still rocking out to it for sure.
But like recently in the car, my sister Madison, she showed us this music around Christmas time, and I kept it on my playlist. And my playlist is kind of bottomless. Every other song might be different. There might be classical, there might be R&B here, there might be a rock song, there might be an indie song, gospel. It just keeps going.
I don't know where she gets that from.
I don't have a genre. I just have genres that I won't listen to, but I won't say them because, yeah. But she gave us a song, and it was a Black Hole Sun.
Oh, okay.
And recently, over the weekend, I played it thinking that Mom would immediately tell me to turn it off. And then Mom was like, I used to listen to this when I was a kid.
Come on, anybody know? Okay, that song, Black Hole Sun. Black Hole Sun, won't you come? Wash away the rain.
Yeah, she can sing like that without any
But that song, and I just turned it up, and she was like,
Because I thought she was going to turn it down. That was why I was playing it, so that she'd be like, no. Because when we're in the car, it is a thing we do. When we are in the car, it is a battle who can play the best music for the longest time.
The only reason why it's a battle is because Maya wants to listen to music. I'm good. I can listen to music. I can listen to quiet. But because this video is about music, we'll go with that. Okay. But for the most part, I'm happy that it's quiet. She, on the other hand, likes lots and lots of music.
I am a person, like if you've watched some of my Living with Ulcerative Colitis, I live by my headphones. I'm a type of person where music makes up my mood. So if I'm feeling really sad and I won't let myself feel sad because I have that type
Tony Braxton.
I don't have that type of personality. I will listen to something that can bring me back down to mellow, so I'm not trying to stay peppy and happy. Because I'm a person that...
And can I just say this? Please, everybody, let her know Tony Braxton's music was never just sad.
I didn't say I listened to Tony Braxton when I'm sad. I said that song is sad. I was going to say that, like, sitting by the dock of the bay, that can bring you back down from saying that you're really bubbly and happy.
Did Jacob Banks sing?
No, that is Otis.
I Need a Dollar?
No.
Who's singing that song?
You're getting the niggas fired.
I'm gonna get fired.
That's Aloe Black. Who? Is that right here?
Aloe Black sings I Need a Dollar. That's a cool song.
So, I'm saying I listen to songs like that because I'm a very bubbly and happy person. So when I find something that's sad, I try to push it away. Be like, I'm not gonna feel that. But sometimes you need to just be able to be sad. Or normally I want to be happy, so I just play music all the time. So if someone said you can either have this or you can listen to music, I would pick music. I would pick music just over and over. Then no matter what it is, because music is a very central part of my life.
Okay, so I will say this. I have theme music for production, Maya, and myself. So in my head, I know many of us don't realize it, but I am almost certain everybody walks around with theme music. When you're walking down the street or you're walking in the grocery store or someplace, what's some theme music that actually plays in your head? Now, my theme music for Maya, when Maya's coming to see me or she's talking to me or something, the song that plays when I see her walking up, that song that starts playing in my head is by... his name.
I like some of it.
Dun 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 dun. Okay. What's his name?
She's being fired.
When I wake up in the morning. What's that song? No.
Keep going, and I'll get the song.
It's gonna be a lovely day.
Lovely day.
Lovely day. I was doing. This is sad. I was blending Kurt Franklin's song with
these don't sound like the same song.
Wrong song. It's a lovely day.
Who's it by?
I forgot his name. How can I
Bill
forget?
Withers?
Bill Withers,
You're
the
right.
old school song. Okay, so that's my theme music for her. So anytime she's coming to talk to me about something, I hear, how's that song start off?
Oh, we can't
You
play it.
can't play it.
If we play it, we get
Copyright.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Bill Withers, Lovely Day. For production, now mind you, for anybody new, if you don't know who production is the hubster behind the camera today. He's always behind the camera. And so he is production.
for these videos.
For these videos, he's always production. But for production, anytime,
Can I wager a guess?
Oh, you can go ahead and guess what my theme music is for production.
Oh.
For the hubster.
John Legend.
No.
But that's your ringtone for
That's
him.
his ringtone.
What is the ringtone? I forget what it's called.
Production, what's your
It keeps
ringtone
playing.
when I call you?
I can no longer. What would I do without
James.
moving in and pushing me out?
Hey, production, what's your ringtone for me?
No kid.
I don't,
Did
have
John-
to, I don't have to have a ringtone.
You
I have
no, no,
pictures-
no, we have
it
a
goes
song.
off each time.
I have
When I
pictures
call
that-
you, what's the song that plays?
I have pictures that come up.
No, when I call you, what song plays on your phone?
He doesn't even remember because he unconsciously doesn't
Oh.
hear
I
it.
answer on the watch.
Oh, All of Me. That's the song. But that's
He
not my
doesn't
That's
song.
your phone.
That's my phone when
I
you
don't
call.
have.
Okay, I got you.
He is right.
He's right. Okay. My theme music for the hubster when he calls is When a Man Loves a Woman. And I'll qualify this. It has to be sung by Joshua Ledette. Is that his name? I think that's his name.
What's wrong
Only
with the original?
No, the original's good, but you have to hear Joshua Ledette sing it. Now that's, with all that feeling and all of that, you got to hear him sing it. So if you haven't found Joshua Ledette, go and listen to him. Oh my goodness. That song.
He blends it. He blends
Oh,
the song
with
into
blues and soul,
the other
R&B.
song,
This,
the song about. He blends it into another song when he's singing it for the president. It's When a Man Loves a Window, and he blends it into basically the song about what would the world be without women.
I don't know, but when I hear him sing, it's just When a Man Loves a Woman. He doesn't blend that song. But then, okay, so my theme music for myself when I'm walking anywhere is Nina Simone. I'm feeling good. Yeah, I almost had to sing it just to get it. Sun up in the sky, you know how I feel. Yeah, that's generally my personality. Nina Simone. I'm feeling good. Okay, so here's what I'm going to say. Favorite artist of all time.
It's a man's world. He blends that song into it when he's singing.
See
to
how
the
she
president.
gets into the integral part.
He-
All right.
Okay, well, you can go first because the one thing I'm going to say about me is I don't have a favorite anything.
No, I'm just saying, like, music person of all time.
I don't have one. I have several.
Okay, give me two. Your top two.
Okay, Nina Simone. And are we talking about recent?
Doesn't matter. Well,
No, because you can't do the you have to stay in the same genre because if you put someone from this generation with someone back then, a lot of people, the comments are going to come from me and be like, you cannot
I'm
put
saying,
this person
for
on
me-
the same scale as that.
For me, two top, like, if I'm listening to anything, I'll turn to, if I can't find something that's I know I'm going to find like 15 million songs that I'm going to love by these two people. The first one will be Anita Baker. I can listen to any song by Anita Baker. And I can listen to... Did you all hear what she said? Oh, we know. And then second will be Jill Scott. He Loves Me. That is a beautiful song. That's one of my favorite songs by her. She can't say anything. I introduced her to that song, by the way.
I can say all the words.
And so Don't even listen to her because I'm the one who introduced her to Jill Scott. Thank you very much. Hands down. High five to everybody watching.
I feel like we should do another video on music much later on.
Yeah.
And that should be on. We should pick an era and talk about the people in that era.
Oh, I agree.
And we'll call it the '90s era or the '80s or the '70s.
Music of the
because I want to say so many different people, but they're not in the same era, and I feel like people will be like, but that person has no bearing on, like, think of them as like, if they were athletes, they would be like, that person is nowhere near the legacy of that person. So
okay,
I'm not going to put them on the same.
So here's our last question. Who's a new artist that you think is everybody should listen to, and one that's underrated, meaning they don't listen to enough of their music? So one person that I think is underrated would be Aloe Black. He has so much music and you never hear about him. And his music is not only soulful and deeply moving or whatnot, but there's so many layers to it, and he's telling a story and what have you, but you don't hear a lot about him. As well as and then a person who's new and upcoming that new to me, that I think you'll enjoy. Everybody heard about her at the Grammys, I believe. Samara Joy. Oh my goodness. And not to mention she's coming out with a Christmas album, guys. There's a Christmas song that she does with her father. It is incredible. Just incredible. I love it. You can check it out on YouTube, but Samara Joy is one I will definitely be picking up one of her album, or you could just listen to it on YouTube. Beautiful, beautiful music. She's a jazz artist. She can sing like almost anything, for real.
I forgot the question, but the person that I think people should listen to more is Tobe.
Oh yeah,
Tobe. You can say it.
Just say one of his songs.
Okay. Like Tobe, who made Fi, and then Destruction and Lord Forgive Me. I feel like a lot of people should listen more to his music because it has like a different, almost like back in the day when they were making like rap songs and stuff, the songs weren't really about what they're about now. And his songs are a lot like those back in the day, so I like them a lot more.
And like I'm sorry to cut you off, but the rap music today is not the rap that came out back in the day. For many of you who I'm trying not to age myself, but seriously, rap when it first came out didn't sound like rap today, and it certainly dealt with totally different, issues and things back then. So this guy that she's talking about, when, I think we found him at the same time around the Pandemonium. Yeah. And then subsequently his music.
Different songs.
Different songs.
It was Try Jesus.
Yeah. But his music, in terms of rap, for me, the reason why I gravitated to it so quickly was it was reminiscent of rap music and poetry jams back in the 90s, early 90s, late 80s, rap music, and it dealt with a lot of society ills and those sorts of things. So really cool music. If you haven't heard of him, check him out for sure.
And then the two up and coming, I don't know what the full question was, but I like the way that they came to the surface. So there's a Falana Boss, and then
I want to check her out.
The girls that run, they run.
Okay.
I found it really cool because trying to get into like the public eye and get your music out there is really hard, and they did it in the coolest way possible, and they went viral with their music without having to like do anything that was like against what they wanted, and I found that really cool. And I think like, I don't want to ruin her name either. Nico?
Oh, Aniko. Mm-hmm.
She kind of did the same thing. I found her on Instagram before I even realized that how popular she was, and I feel like Instagram has become Instagram and TikTok and stuff has become this new way to get your voice out there, and these two people succeeded in it. and their music is really nice.
What's something,
Sorry.
okay, last but not least, what's currently on your playlist?
Currently on the
I'll go off first. So if you pulled on my playlist right now, you'd hear a lot of Afro beats, reggae.
genres.
I'm just saying, all together. Afro beats, reggae, Samara Joy. I love jazz. I'm a jazz person, so a lot of jazz, reggae, Afro beats. I gravitate to those things. Anything in there, and then when Maya gets in the car, I listen to anything that she's playing, unless I'm like, and I think she reads my facial expressions, like I'm not feeling something. She'll just go on to the next song.
I don't read her face. She does this. If I play a song that she doesn't like, she just goes. It's like to go to the next one. Then I play the next one. She go, and I'm like, okay, she doesn't like that either. And I keep changing it, and we kind of made it into like this little game on when I can get a song Mom likes, and she really likes something. Like I can't remember the artist, but the song "Moment." I got her to listen to it, and I got her to like it, and I was so proud of myself. But for me, I honestly, as I said, my playlist is everything, every other. I think in the top 10 songs that I've downloaded to Spotify just recently is like a dubstep song, and then right next to it is like a rock song, and then we have all of this R&B, then we have an Afrobeat song, and then at the very top of it is like R&B again. So
I think it just speaks to the fact that I'm just a very relaxed, chill person. And so I like things that keep me kind of even keel unless I'm experiencing. And also, you know, if I'm having like, if we're like prepping or something for whatever, then I have something that's more vibrant, more speedy or something like that. Then I'll have something like, something similar to Friction playing or something like that. Something fast and moves fast. Other than that, I'm more of a chill, relaxed vibe person. I just want to, you know, like move through the world like in this kind of positive headspace. But with that being said, let us know in the comments below what your favorite genre of music is, what's currently playing on your playlist, what's one artist that you have just found and you're like downloading all of their music. Anything you want to say?
No. Oh, but if you do figure out the two people that Mom couldn't identify in the beginning of the video,
what is his name?
Please comment down below. I feel like she'll play it and then be like, it's this guy, him right
I'll
here.
find it 10 minutes after we're done. But thank you guys so much for watching. Let us know what you all are listening to in the comments below, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye.